You know, the Royal Hallamshire Hospital. That's going to be very busy over the next month. The coronavirus tsunami that is already starting to hit London will reach the city of Sheffield in about 5 days' time, ahead of most other UK cities because Sheffield is already a coronavirus hotspot. The latest statistics show Sheffield has 240 coronavirus cases, and if you're not already aware that the NHS for some weeks has only been testing patients who turn up ill in hospital, which translates into a likely pool of over 7,000 infected people in Sheffield already. So how much capacity does Sheffield hospitals have to deal with critically ill coronavirus patients requiring ventilators to keep them alive? Well, before the coronavirus crisis, Sheffield had about 50 level 2 and level 3 critical care beds, and even after the plan to ramp up that number to 3 times the number of beds by mid-April to about 150, will still not be enough to be able to cope with a tsunami that's about to hit in just a few days' time. Unfortunately, as my updated forecast of 22nd of March illustrates, the number of patients are about to go ballistic that could in a week's time see Sheffield with 10 times the number of seriously ill patients, of which at least 30% could need critical care beds, i.e. about 600 patients, well beyond the capacity of the NHS to cope, even after the number of beds have tripled, which is still some 3 weeks away. So take this as your final warning. If you've not already heeded the government's panic advice, then do so now. Stay indoors, do not go out for any reason, because if you start to fall ill in a week or so's time, then the NHS won't be in any state to save you. This is your final warning. My first warning on this YouTube channel to prepare for the pandemic and not to ignore it was on the 16th of February. And what is now transpiring is several orders of magnitude worse than what even I was expecting and preparing for. This is primarily due to government incompetence, who basically did nothing for the whole month of February and only really started to act a couple of weeks ago, which was too little too late, hence the catastrophe that we are now facing that at best case scenario suggests 8,000 deaths by the end of April, all of which could have been avoided, as my earlier videos illustrate.